Hey, it's Tuesday, which means it's Omnibus build again. How
Yes.
are you, Nodge?
I'm good. I'd not complain.
Good. Did you get that link I sent you before you came on?
I did. I didn't have time to watch it though.
Well, no,
I've seen
because
the
it's like an hour
first.
long. But
Yeah, I've seen the first. Maybe I don't know. Infomercial.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I'll watch it later.
So, have you had a good day?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so just reading a book mainly. I did get what's called pink slips for my son's car, which is like I think what do you call it, the
MOT.
MOTs over there.
Yeah.
So it's just in New South Wales, you throw it over the pit. They just do a brake check, headlights, make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
And it's only $40 or so, or £20, and it's an annual thing. I just did that, but that's the only time I went out of the house. I just had a lovely time, just cruising the net. Or I'm started reading Les Miserables again.
Okay.
So I'm up to I think 47 pages in, and it's all been about the bishop so far, which is great because he's not short of a few words. Is old Victor Hugo, so I'm loving it. I've read it before.
Excellent. I've never read the book. I've watched the film.
Oh, stunning.
The film was quite good.
Yeah, except the bits where I didn't like the way they sung in the movie. All the on-stage ones I think are better, like the O2 Arena and all that sort of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's a remarkable musical, of course. That since it's come out, no one's sort of put it down yet. It's great.
Yeah. And how are you, Modders?
I'm good. I'm actually not sleepy today.
My goodness.
I know.
Have you been taking something?
No.
No. Ooh.
No.
Well, should we
somehow managed to have a good night's sleep.
Well, that's good. Makes a nice change.
It does.
What's he doing?
Opening the door.
I can see that.
Yeah. starting to feel a bit warm. So it's only 20 degrees, but there's no airflow in here, and it's raining outside. So I thought, I open the door.
Yeah.
Let's do comments.
Yeah, comments. Jem says, "Who's lurking out there in the void?" Me.
Yeah. JT saying, "It is I, Ming the Merciless," which is interesting because that's another Australian Prime Minister.
Ian Void, there's a hole in my neighbourhood down which of late I cannot help but fall.
Oh my God, that's Elbow lyrics from the Seldom Seen Kid. I love that album. Bob says, "I too am lurking. Definitely the kind of lures, the king of lures, not the kind
king
of lures.
Lurks, I think."
Yeah,
right.
They moved the calf.
June says, "Morning."
Morning. The void. Says Ian, he fallen in is called Lost Mojo. Or is it Moho? Maybe it's Moho. It might be.
Is that Spanish mojo?
Yeah, why not? Moho.
That sounds like a horn.
Moho.
A Spanish clown. Modders said, "Good morning all. Hope everyone's had a wonderful day so far. Please don't forget to hit that like button for us. We always appreciate it. We do."
Yeah.
Apparently, I'd been known as Tiffany in Korean.
Okay. Tiff in Korean, as Tiffany. The letter F is near impossible to pronounce. There you go.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
There you go.
And Ian finds it funny.
Yes. Duke says, "Good day, all you beautiful people. Fares, please."
There we go.
Yes. Joe says, "Happy Tuesday. Good morning, afternoon, evening to all in chat and our hosts. Coffee is extra special today for some reason." Clunk.
Oh yeah, I've got a cup of coffee too.
I've gone different. I've gone tea.
Mine's tea as well.
Patrick says, good day, everyone. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, Pat. JT
Please
says,
tell
with
me
this
he's a
chat,
postman.
with this chat, I will quote the late Karen Carpenter. We've only just begun. Note, I did not sing that.
Well done.
Yes.
Have a biscuit. David says, morning, all. Hello, David.
Julian says, a prawn and Pringles, Mikey. Afternoon, Tiff. Evening. Yeah.
Retsim Yelram.
Metzin Yelram. So the Nod Yelram I get.
It's
Marley Mister.
Oh, Mister. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Junior says, no, Mikey, Nodge isn't a Spanish clown. He's an Australian. His lack of accent gives it away.
Too bloody right. Too right. There is no accent here. Thank you very much. Oh, Lady Sam's in. She says, hi, panel and chat.
Hey. And she says, John, it's raining here in Gosford.
Yes, it's raining here too. It started maybe 15 minutes ago.
It's not raining here, but there's a bloody big grey cloud coming over.
Yes, it's called Wales.
Clear skies and sunshine where I am.
Oh.
Yeah. I like the rain. It freshens the air. I'm Welsh. Of course I like the rain. I'd be stuffed if it did. Yeah. Anyway, we're on the Omnibus today. I've got up to... Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I've done up to step 27.
Oh, I need to.
In fact, I've done most of 31 as well. But I'm not putting the footboard on until I've done the rest and painted the footboard.
Okay, sorry. You're up to... You've done... Let's go again.
So I've done up to 27.
Okay, which is...
yes. And I've done part of 31 as well.
Ah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the board before I put anything out, because I've put the steering column on.
Right.
But none of the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the board before I put the other stuff on it.
Okay. Yeah. So I've put the footboard on, but I haven't done anything since I was here 2 weeks ago with this build.
Well, the footboard, I'm going to... Because the outside of it was painted the same colour as the rest of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to paint that red and then paint the wood a wood colour.
Ah, I see.
So that's why I've not put it on, because I need to be able to mask it properly and things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip forwards. I'm not going to do 33 because obviously that's the little bits that needs to be put on after the footboard. I'm not going to do 34 because that plate is supposed to be brass. And if I spray over it, it will no longer be brass.
Correct.
So I'm going to jump to 35.
Right, which is the top bracket in between the two bonnet halves.
Yes.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Because what I can do is I can put the bonnet on and just leave part 34 off, or step 34 off.
So zooming out a little bit here. So looking at it, what I'm seeing is apart from the wheels, which are here, that don't, you make them in 28, but you don't fit them until step 80. So I'm not going to do the wheels yet, just because, what's the point? So with that little bit, the bonnet, and there's a couple of like levers and things that go on there in step 39. But then after that, we're pretty much done the chassis. And go on with the rest of the coach work. But so there's not much in the way of chassis left. In fact, virtually nothing.
No.
But
given how this has gone, I think we've probably still got this episode and at least one other episode before we get to the bodywork.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
You know what? I might as well bloody do the wheels and then paint them today. And then that way this will sit on all fours and, I could have it sort of sitting aside. Now, you were talking about the footboard. being body color on the outside. Do you mean here, like that little
Yeah.
gap there? Or? All right. So the photos you've got in that book show that as being red, not black.
Well, they're in black and white, but
Yes, of course.
being over 100 years old.
Yeah. There is that.
Yeah. I mean, be whatever bloody color you want, really.
Oh no, I'll just copy the MiniArt suggestions. I think because I believe they've done their research and it seems pretty interesting.
No.
They have not.
No.
No, sir.
Because if they had, they'd know that firewall was not wooden on these on this one. On this one, it was aluminium sheet.
All right. And your wheels, when you come to paint them, what are they suggesting as a color?
As a color?
They're saying 9, I think, which is red-brown.
See, the chassis looks the same color as...
Can we zoom in on those photos, please?
Yep.
Hang on. If I move that out of the way so it doesn't get damaged.
Nice.
Right. So, if I zoom in on that. This is an earlier one, obviously, because this is B1131. So that'll be easier to see. Focus. So, yeah. The chassis, that, and that. Pretty much the same color. So, see if I can find another one. In fact, what would be good if I could find the one that's actually the right sort of grouping. Because these ones, the 4912 and I think like 100 either side, were built immediately after the First World War. There we go. So yeah, that one. So they would have had. So that's 4909. So that's only 3 numbers below it, and that had an aluminium sheet on there.
Yeah, right.
There you go. So if they'd done the research, they would have known that instead of just photographing old Bill.
Okay, so can you read the note under the photo? It says, "Note the aluminium dashboard," which
one of the one of the 250 new B Type buses, new early in 1919. Note the aluminium dashboard, which led to them being nicknamed Silver Queens. B4909 had been involved in some kind of experiment. So the experiment is to do with the wheels there.
Right.
So, yeah. Police consented to relax the strict conditions of licensing for a limited period and permit as a temporary measure substandard vehicles. This led to the LGOC to obtain another 230 buses or chassis from the War Department for those returned from overseas. And from May 31st, 1919, it's placed into service a number of traffic emergency buses. Some 200 of these were painted green, or rather a colour known as khaki, with the fleet name General in white. So these ones were the normal new buses. But they had some of the ones that had been brought back from overseas. They painted them green, and they had them as emergency buses. So if a bus broke down, that one could go and replace it quickly. So yeah,
there you go. Alrighty, ED13.
Yeah,
that one.
So yeah, chassis panels. Yeah, when you're taking, because there's not going to be that much mud, because they only did they're only allowed to do about 15 miles an hour, but sometimes they did up to 30. Going downhill. So there wouldn't have been that much in the way of dirt and mostly dust.
No, I think they would have had great pride in them as well.
Yeah.
The company. Yeah.
I mean, if you look there, the drivers all have the photos taken with the bus and things that they drive. So they're quite proud of them. They polished them and things like that. So, see those boards there as well? The top ones where it says
Yes.
Cricklewood Victoria.
Yes.
So, what they meant was the one end of the route was at Cricklewood, and the other end was Victoria Street, and it'd just drive between those two with stops on the way. So that was those two, and then the stops on the way were at the front.
Oh, I see.
And the route number is the number 16 in the middle. And then they had advertising on the sides. They also had the route stops along the bottom of the windows as well. So you knew which ends were at the where the route ends were, and which stops were along the way. Which I think is pretty cool. Instead of just having a number on it and telling what the terminus is.
Something like to do these days.
Yeah. It's interesting that they had different type of wheels as well.
Yeah.
So that one would have had a spoked wheel. Because that was a really early one. Yeah. Maybe polished black or something. Certainly doesn't look like a red, but... That's why books like that are handy to have.
Oh, yes.
We've got more comments.
Oh,
We do.
okay.
Philip says, "Hi, guys." Hello, Philip. Wait, Rose in says, "Afternoon, troops. Good to be back in Blighty." Hello, Gary. How are you?
Hello, welcome back.
Julian says, "It's sunny here in godly South Wales. The sun always shines on the righteous. Clearly, I am an anomaly in the dataset." Yes, king of the heathens. Kevin says, "Good day, everyone." Hello, Kevin. Blackhat says, "Step 80. Oh my god, is this a MiniArt kit? How many parts are there? 300. What was it? 380?
388.
288.
388.
Oh, wow.
Including, in fact, no, not including PE parts.
There we go. 388 pieces, parts, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So, ooh, actually, this has got the. Ooh, now that's interesting.
What's that?
If you look at the wheels, it's got the different types of wheels on. But what they've done is they've put the newer type of wheel on the front and the older type of wheel on the back, by the look of it.
Okay.
They have, which is interesting.
Mm.
Patrick says, "I did the footboard black."
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's interesting. They did have the old style wheel on the back. That's cool. They got something right there. Jim says, "Greetings to all on screen." Hello, Jim.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
JT says, "Imagine Rod Stewart doing coach work on omnibuses. If you want my body." Yeah. Julian says, "Panel question. In winter, it'll pee down often, and the prevailing wind often blows into my garage. Okay to use a spray can with spray booth and respirator mask, as the extractor fan always pulls the fumes away." Yeah, it'd be fine. Just make sure you dress up warm. I mean, to be fair, you could probably have the garage closed, mate, if you've got an extractor on and you've got a mask.
I'd say do it with the garage door closed, just because you don't really want any moisture near a spray can when you spray painting.
He's using a spray gun, but as well. But the other thing as well is you don't want the room too cold.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just won't settle.
Yeah. No, it's just he's saying he's using a spray can, so I'm assuming like spray paints, primer, which you really don't want any moisture because it'll just go horrible. It's happened to me before.
Yeah. Right. Where's my snips?
So I figured these would be solid rubber tires, for want of a better word.
Yes, they would have been.
So so what I'm doing, instead of just getting off the attachment points, I'm using well, it says fine, but it's a pretty rough sanding stick to go around all of it, so it looks like it's got some scratches in the direction of drive.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Of course, that was one of the reasons why all, or most, if not all, motor cars in the UK had, and in fact on the Western Front, had the white rubber pneumatic tyres. It's because it was more expensive and more difficult to make the vulcanized black rubber tyres. So what they did is they saved the vulcanized black rubber for doing the hard rubber tyres for trucks and buses.
Right.
Because obviously they'd go through the rubber a lot quicker if they didn't have the hard rubber ones.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And because the British Empire covered a third of the globe, they had access to natural rubber. So it was cheaper just to replace the tyres more often on cars. Yeah. JT says a Rolls-Royce bus, it never breaks down. Jem says, an aluminium dash panel? Wow. I remember when the American car makers advertised the new plastic dashboards in the 60s. Yeah. That way it goes. Aussie Ian says, good evening, all.
Hello, Ian.
Right, so that's what's onto there. In
I'm just
theory.
going to grab a hair bubble.
Perfect. I got it right. Sorry?
I'm going to go grab a hair bubble because I seem to have lost mine.
Oh.
And I've literally just had it.
Well, that's not good, is it? That lines up perfect. Happy with that. My camera, on the other hand, is far too far backwards. There you go. So, wait, Rose, did you enjoy your holiday?
The better-looking Marley is currently on a flight across the Pacific, heading back to the land down under.
Yes. Julie says, no, I mean the spray booth in my office. Not using the garage at all, as it would be impossible to use at all in the rain. By the way, it's an automatic door, and it's either fully open or fully closed. Yeah, you could do with the... If you've got an extractor, then I wouldn't worry about it, mate. You'd be fine. What you will find, though, is if you leave them in your office to cure, is the room will stink for a while. So it's cured. So you best start off spraying it. If you're going to spray it in your office, spray it in your office and then take it out into the garage to cure. So then it'll stink out the garage and not your office. Jim says, when I see these buses, my first thought would be a concern about tipping over due to the high center of gravity. Now, they didn't have a high center of gravity. They had a low center of gravity because the cab and everything was made out of wood, which was lighter than the chassis. And the majority of passengers went on the bottom rather than the top.
It was also before gravity was invented.
Yes. Bob says, vulcanized rubber, that damn Spock got around a bit. He did. JT, all joking aside about Rolls-Royce, did they make buses and other modes of transport? Most likely.
I can't recall.
They probably made engines. I know these were Daimlers and things like that. Wait, Rose says, he did enjoy his holiday. Good.
Right.
Now get back to work.
Sorry, I needed to put my hair up. It was annoying me.
JT says, I know they did aircraft engines. They did indeed. And this parcel's just been put from my door. 2 seconds.
Oh, what are the odds?
I know, right?
Another parcel.
So I'm going to take myself off and get another MiniArt vehicle tomorrow because there's a sale on at my local store and I think 40% off, 35, something like that. So I'm going to get, I think, a beer delivery van because, you know, beer.
Ooh. It's not a parcel. It's
Ooh, what is it?
Welsh water.
It's a what?
Compensation check off Welsh Water, because we had the water went off for a couple of days the other week, didn't it? So everyone that was affected, which is hundreds of people, have all received checks for the amount of time that their water was out.
Fair enough.
£30 for every 12 hours.
Damn.
Wow.
So that's 150 quid. Woohoo! Right.
Nice.
I best go and give that to Kaylee. Patrick, question is, do I have the engine covers open or closed? I'm going to have mine open, I think, because I quite like the engine.
I'm going to have mine closed because I like the engine, but I'm going to have passengers on it, so I don't see the point in having it open.
Unless you do it on a diorama where the bus is broken down.
Yeah, you're right. I could. I just, you can't say, to preserve the beautiful lines, because it doesn't really have any.
Oh, I don't know,
No, I know. I think it's a good-looking, rather fetching-looking thing, I must say. Well, that's what they do. Go around fetching people.
Trevor says, thinking of buying this kit, can you advise where to get it about £55? Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
You'd be lucky to get it at that price. I got it at that price for Mikey because it was on sale, but, well, roughly that price anyway.
Yeah. And it depends where you are. I mean,
yes.
I'm assuming,
£5 he's in the
if it's a pound thing, you're in the UK.
Yeah. Pounding.
Julian, research.
Yeah. We shall get our head of research onto it.
Yes.
Speaking of which, he says, thanks for the advice, all. You're welcome. Bob says, not guilty for parcels yet. No, it's not parcel, mate. What do you mean yet, anyway? JT says, I wonder if you could make the bus into a hearse. Would be cool for Halloween.
Wow.
No, but I would love it if they did a hearse model.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What's the name of the bus that's in the Harry Potter books?
The night bus.
Yeah.
Night bus. Yeah. Painted purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure I've seen someone do a conversion of the omnibus into the night bus.
Good on them.
It's very similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually the night bus. That was an old Route Master, wasn't it? Ian says, and then they'll put the price up to 150, Mikey. Yeah. More than likely. Joe says, sounds like Mikey's buying the first round. No. This will be going to my wife. Don't be silly. Julian's put a link into Hannant's as well, by the way. Trevor says he's in the UK in Sussex. In Sussex. David, now annoyed with myself, have misplaced the perspex for the heads up for the AB8B. Oh no!
No!
Good luck trying to get that replaced. GM says, Julian, I did 2 years with hot injection molds, mixing the blends and arguing about the hardness required.
Ooh.
There you go. Julian says that link was to Hannant's and it's £60 for the kit. There we go. Right, I'm just going to go and give this to Kay.
Yeah, it's. I'm really enjoying this kit, but it is MiniArt. There's some impossibly small parts to put on, but I do like building, I guess, rather than painting. So it's exactly the sort of kit that I enjoy doing. I do like all aspects of it. I'm very much enjoying the Oak Panther as well. Nowhere near that many parts. Well, I put a lot of parts on because I could.
There is one scale model shop at $53.99. It's a different front cover though.
Yep. It would have that as the box art, I'd imagine.
Yes, that's the one. I'm guessing it's just different schemes.
Yeah, different. See, they're not decals. Well, there are. Let's go. All right. So it's a decal sheet. Most of it is just little sort of. What have we got? Little ads that go on the back of seats, and so the route is Kilburn, Edgware Road, Marble Arch, Hyde Park Corner, and Essendon Place, but most of the stuff is paper, and you cut this up and stick it on. So yes, that kit would have different advertising, but it's in other ways identical.
Yeah. So just different advertisements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll pop a link in for that.
Nice. JT says, "This is the best song in the world. Where I take you, Sarah." JT says, "You could do a horror bus with Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Hannibal Lecter, Pinhead, Pennywise, Jeepers Creepers, Chucky, and any other horror movie characters I missed."
Wow, that's a good idea.
Yes, but it's also finding those characters or like getting them.
Don't say that, because you can guarantee that Bob will
somebody's
find it.
3D printed them.
We'll end up with loads of 3D prints of.
It'd be STL files of all of those, I'd say. Not that I've looked.
Yeah. Trevor says, "Thanks for that." No problems. That's why we have a head of research.
Yeah, and I have put the scale model shop one in for you, which is I think is like £54, and then there's postage.
857. See, we have our uses, don't we, Modest?
Yes.
Yes. GM says, "Here's the thing: plastic containers that hold engine oils. The oil eats the plastic. The argument about hardness starts here." A57. Oop. Shit. Bob says that's actually gone up quite a bit since, or a couple of quid since I bought mine. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Jim says, 3D print any characters you would want. Yeah.
All right.
The number for the kit, Julian, is 38031. The kit number again is 38031.
And if in the interest of clarity, I'll say it without an accent: 38031.
Yeah. So the one I linked with the other advertisements is 38021.
So that is. Ooh, that's the other variant of. I think that might. Is that the militarized?
No,
it's just got different. Yeah, it's just that one. It's just got different advertisements on it. That's all.
Yeah. Or the military one is 39001. Yeah.
No, there's another militarized one as well. Which is the one that's pigeon loft conversion.
All right.
Tiff put the Discord link in. Thank you, Tiff.
You're welcome.
And Julie says, "We have our uses." Well, Modders does duck. Modders doesn't do ducks. That's just wrong.
I like eating ducks. They're very tasty.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got duck legs in the freezer. I might take them out for tomorrow.
Poor duck. You could have at least left it one. Now she's got to bounce around on its belly.
No, I have duck breast in there too.
So you took that as well. The poor thing.
It's just a head.
Poor ducky. Bob says, "I linked 38031. That's 38031 to."
You wouldn't have been able to pop a link in, but yeah.
Yeah. Only moderators can pop links in, my dude.
Yeah.
Julian says, "Head desk." You got it right, Julian. Don't worry. Speaking of which, Julian, Modders wants a meeting with you. With no biscuits.
Yes. No biscuits allowed.
She's having a department meeting. departmental meeting. It's a departmental meeting with the head of departments.
I'm smiling a lot because I'm not being disciplined
Yeah.
yet.
You are, but you're enjoying it. Sunday. Yep. Bob says, I gave an eBay item number. Ah.
Yeah, that didn't pop up, dude.
Yeah, links won't pop up, mate, unless you're a moderator.
It wasn't like it was just like that item number from eBay, but it still wouldn't have come up.
No.
YouTube probably see it as spam because it's just a load of letters and numbers and stuff.
Yeah. Not to worry, we found it anyway. So thank you for trying.
All right. So if anyone's building along with this, building up the wheels, what I found is you get the inner rim on, and that pops in because it's, let's see, probably can't see there.
Are you enjoying that step?
Yeah, I am. So anyway, yeah, that goes on a certain way because it's got the 4 keyways lock into the wheel. Now, this outer rim, so when it goes on, and it goes that way, so you can see it's got a sort of like a deep dish, if you like, but you can have this anyway at all. There's no locator at the back. It looks like there is, but they're not. They're recessed, so you can have this any way you like. But looking at the pictures at the end there, the little divots, under there, the divots are in between the triangles. So pay attention to that if you're putting the wheels together, that it would go that way and not, say, around there. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So are you enjoying rimming that model?
I don't know what you're talking about there, Michael.
GM says, Hobbylink Japan are sending to me more kinetic Rokuff F16 UV kit. Great stuff. Also, the new Wolfpack T50 prototype kit. These are hard to get hold of. Ooh.
Yeah, right. I did see, it's the Republic of Korea Air Force. I think I saw the kinetic guys were at Telford when I was there, and they had one of the F-16. I think it was a Belgian one. I've not built that kit, but it does look very nice. I will have to get myself a Korean one if I could find one.
I've not built modern jets.
There we go. That's nice.
Tweezers. I need tweezers. Julie says, reminds me of a customer who got well stroppy when I said 0 is his password. Everyone else said O, so he used the letter O. Oops. Ozzy Ian says, I see Frontline has the military version 39001. That's 39001. For a very good price at the moment.
Yep. So MiniArt have Frontline have a big sale on at the moment, and that's why I'm going to head there tomorrow, because I've decided. Where is it? There we go. So that's their website, and 30% off. I was looking at these Tempos, little 3-wheel delivery vehicles from Germany, and they're all 30% off. So in Australian dollars, it's dropping it down from. So it's going to load. There we go. Was $57.99 to $40.59. So a significant saving. So I'm going to go off tomorrow. Yeah, I know. So here's the thing. I need to decide. So we got this is you can get, they're all the same Tempo 3-wheel sort of vehicle. Yeah. And they're very, very small things. But yeah, they have different backs on them. So I'm thinking either a Junkers Flugzeug and a Motorenwerk. So Junkers sort of technical service, or do like a beer delivery thing, but then I have a choice of yellow or red and white or green. Or the other way, margarine looks pretty nice. There's a Coca-Cola one, and or this one, which is a Maggi beef cubes. So it's like, Maggi's from Stuttgart in the early 40s. But I don't know. I don't know which one to build. I'm leaning, I think, towards a beer delivery one and in yellow because it's, beer.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Or you could have it the wine delivery one, since you're a wino. JT says, as long as the discipline isn't Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest. I don't know what that is. Never watched it. Jem says, Tiff, sorry, duck is an acquired taste. I cannot get near the things once on a plate. They're delicious.
Yeah.
We used to have duck at my dad's for Christmas because he knew my mum always did turkey.
He knew your mum?
He knew.
Oh.
Just because you lost a war to them.
Yes.
JT says, roast duck with cherry sauce, a favourite as a boy.
Not had it with the cherry sauce. I like it with the orange sauce. It's rather nice.
I just like duck. Duck.
Just like duck.
Duck.
The zombie duck. Count Duckula. He's a vampire duck.
Yeah.
More precisely, a vegetarian vampire duck.
Ah.
Come on. There you go. JT said, oh, I just read that one. Oh, wait. Mommy Dearest was a film with the famous scene, no wire hangers ever in this house. Okay. Patrick says, just looked at my wheels and they are different. So, oh well, too late now.
Oh.
Think about it. It actually makes sense to have the ones with the like the spiderweb design or lily pad design on the back because it'd be stronger to take the weight, the extra weight from all the passengers.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's cool as well that the way the buses were designed, the way they were with the bench seats going along the bus rather than across it until they widened the bus bodies, was because women's fashion wouldn't have, if they had the benches across the bus, women wouldn't be able to get down through the seats because of their dresses. I think that's pretty cool that they actually took that into account.
Apparently, I did read an account that that's the reason why the steering wheel in America is on the side it is, because when Henry Ford came up with the Model T, he wanted to be able to say the driver pull up and the lady passenger to be able to disembark onto, say, raised platforms of shops and stuff rather than stepping into mud on the ground.
Yeah, and into the road.
Yeah. So basically, if you're going to build one of the first cars, you get a choice of whether you're going to put the wheel on one side or the other. But apparently that was his rationale. It's probably the only nice thing he did in his life. I don't know.
Well, that and invented came up with the method of production.
Yeah.
We have more comments. Julian says, "Oh, Scale Mod Shop has the same kit for $53.99." Yeah, and there's a link for it.
Yeah, it is the exact same one that you guys are doing.
Oh, okay.
But I've put the link in for the other one. Julian's put the link in for the one you guys are actually doing.
There we go. GM says, John, the Rocaf paints kits are pretty good to build. There's a lot of info needed to make the subtle differences between versions. Have compiled a short list on the version kit in forms. 7 kits needed.
7 kits needed. Oh.
There we go. That one. June says, be back in a bit, Kara here.
Okay, Mikey, can you have a look at your photo in your book? Is there a visible seam down the center of the front tire?
Well, there wouldn't be, would there?
No, I'm thinking it's solid. This is 2 halves going together, but yeah, being solid rubber, I don't know if it's...
No, being solid rubber, it was single tire. The front one was single tires. Yeah. So if you look at that picture, oops, get to focus. So yeah, single tire on the front, double on the back.
Okay.
The extra weight. There you go. Weight Row says, I thought the rear benches being sideways was because they were over the rear wheels. No. In the original omnibuses, until they found a way of widening the body, the benches were along sideways. All the benches were sideways in the lower half. It was only when they widened the body that they were able to turn them the other way. JT says, you mentioned duck before. Do you guys like goose? Very good. Yeah. Goose is all right. Never fell out with one myself, but yeah. They seem okay.
Yeah. It's not a sort of thing that you can find here.
No.
Because
we only send the things that can kill you there.
Oh, yeah. Like, there were a couple of geese down in town, like in Raymond Terrace, close to where I live, but they're not there anymore.
Don't tell people where you live. You fool.
I said close to where I live.
Yeah, don't give them that much of a clue. You mad fool. Dox yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Some crazy lunatic could be waiting in your hedges like Duke or something. Watching you as you undress at night.
Yep.
And now John's going to be really nervous when he gets undressed.
No, I'm just thinking, basically you're saying, oh, don't mention that. But then you keep labouring on the point. So if you want someone to forget something, just keep talking about something else.
JT says, hope I didn't foul things up. Ha ha.
That wheel doesn't.
Waitrow says, I used to have goose at Christmas. Got about 2 litres of goose fat off it when it was roasted. Yeah. Was that with your plum duff and peasants serving it, was it, Waitrow? With your sherry? With only the finest cognac and cigars for afters. So now then now. I'm going to have to let that set for a bit, I think. Some weight on that side. Let that set. There we go. Right. And then, so I'll do it, Modders.
No, I've got it. It's fine.
JT says goose with rice stuffing. Never had rice stuffing.
No, me either.
GM says John M. The latest versions, the U and V. The V is very different in appearance to current versions in use.
Okay. Yes.
JT says, did the buses eventually have a bathroom?
No.
Not omnibuses, no, they weren't big enough.
No. I think the only buses with bathrooms these days are coaches.
Yeah.
And even then, it's just like this tiny little stall that you've got to squeeze into.
Yeah. Right, so, there's some side bits that go down there. I can put that on, BA17.
There we go. So I was having trouble lining up the front tyre. I can get the outside tyre on perfectly fine, but the inside one is leaving a bit of a gap. And then I realised there is just one locating pin and I had missed that point. And there's just very. I'm looking for it on the mating surface. Where is it?
Yeah. Waitrose says, dry sherry as an aperitif after cocktails, of course. A decent burgundy with the goose. A PX sherry with the Christmas pudding. Sauternes with cheese. Port with the nuts and cigar.
Yeah. He's definitely a commoner. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the day after, you put all the leftovers in a box and give it to the poor, which is why it's called Boxing Day. Because the rich people used to put their leftovers in and give them to the poor the day after Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Allegedly.
Our kids worked out that they believe Boxing Day was when, if you're naughty, that everything goes back in their boxes and sent back to the shop. We didn't do anything to dispel that myth, of course. But they're great kids anyway. They're never sort of in terrible moods on days like that.
See, my granddad used to always tell us that Boxing Day was so that if we were naughty through the year, Granddad got to box our ears. GM says, Waitrose says, unless we wanted to do it properly, of course.
There we go.
JT says, Mikey could go Iron Maiden on this bus. Need an Eddie driver.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find one of those Iron Maiden tour trucks from Rebel.
Yeah. That would be cool, actually. It'd be a cool build.
Oh, there's all sorts. There's a Rammstein, Iron Maiden, Motorhead, AC/DC.
The only problem is the price.
Yeah, they are stupidly, ridiculously overpriced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're only like level 3 kits as well.
Yeah. Far beneath our level, obviously. Yeah, really. JT says, with Boxing Day, I could have been a contender.
Yeah.
Very good. Right, so I'm guessing that goes there like that. So I need to sand that down. Bloody Nora. So, Waitrose, what are you working on today? Ooh, don't forget, everyone, as well. We've got Waitrose's live stream on Thursday. Tomorrow.
Ah.
Of course, if you're in Australia, it'd be very early in the morning for you guys, so you can watch it back later on if you choose to, which I recommend. Of course.
Wow.
Because it is Gary and he is delightful. Oh, that fits nice. Fits nicely in there. Very good. So, the other one must... So why are they putting them in afterwards? Tiff says, www.youtube.com/channel/UCXLMI.
Yeah. It's Gary's channel. It's Gary's
There we go. Maybe an idea to put in whose channel it is.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, I've got the document open. For some reason, it just didn't copy the other bit of it.
Ah.
Where it actually says Gary's stuff.
Yes.
But anyway.
Ozzy says, I first tried duck as a young teen. Had to be very careful eating it as some pieces still had shot in it. Freshly killed. Germ says, Tiff, that Airfix Heinkel HE111 in Mode's head scheme, what were they thinking? I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Heinkel HE111. It's a World War II German bomber.
Yeah, it's a cover of their album Bomber, I believe it was.
Yes.
But yeah. It's an Epix release from 5 years ago, maybe.
JT says, what did you think of Marlon Brando's English accent in Superman? I can't remember.
Oh, I haven't seen it in years.
Waitrose says, Splinter camouflage on my HS123, box opening and build of the new Wessex. 5 other boxes to shoot as well. That Wessex looked like a nice kit.
It does.
I've got a Revel Wessex half done, but I did it as like a zombie apocalypse helicopter. So it's actually like one wheel's collapsed, the rotors have fallen off, one rotor's bent, and it's just got a blood trail where someone's been dragged into the cabin from the jungle. That was when I first started modelling, when I first joined M4H 3 years ago.
Jeez.
I worked on a Wessex once. It was a battle damage repair course here in Newcastle. And yeah, we got in trouble because me and another guy up from Hercs, but what we were, we had to tell the instructors a plan what we're going to do. And we said, oh, okay, he's going to do live power because he was working an electrical fault. I was doing TACAN, tactical air navigation.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you do the power on checks. I'll pull the breakers to make my system dead, and I'll continue, because, and they're just like, whoa, no, yeah, unsafe, go, stop work. And what do you mean? Oh, no, you can't do two things at once. So what do you mean you can't do two things at once? We just said, don't be so bloody stupid. And they just went, oh, you're hurt guys, aren't you? I'm just thinking, shit, no wonder that, they don't get anything fixed here.
We did BDR on Land Rovers. I was one of the teams that, and my job was to reset it after every team had gone through. And we had the bonnet bungeed up on one of the staff sergeants without telling me whilst I was working on the engine, because we still had the spare wheel on the bonnet as well. He decided he wanted his SIGs off the seat, so he, rather than just waiting or telling me what he was doing, he just unhooked the bungee as I was working, and all I saw was this shadow come across the engine towards me. I looked up, thought, what's that? Just as the bonnet whizzed past my face and slammed shut on the arms and trapped both my arms under the bonnet.
Wow.
Because it fully locked, because it bounced that hard. JT says, Ian, duck and venison? Yum. I wouldn't eat Ian. That's not very nice. Ian's a nice bloke. Why would you want to eat him? Waitrose says, by the way, team, not seeing any of my new stickers on your bed. That's because, right, it's a secret parcel. But I have opened mine, so I can get them. What I did, I left them in the kit. That's why. Because I looked at the kit and went, ooh, and then put it away so Gary Morris didn't see it. At least I think, yep. I found them. I shall put it on my bench now.
Yeah, I don't put anything on this one. I've got a different cutting mat for that.
Ah, yes, but young modders, this is one that's on screen all the time. So this is the one that
I don't want to ruin my stickers.
I'm going to take this one off because it's crap. And it's falling apart because I've sliced it up.
There we go.
And now I'm going to give it the Imperial thumbs up. They are nice stickers.
Yeah.
Well done, Waitrose. We need a Waitrose sticker. But I fear that would sort of breach some sort of copyright.
Yeah, just a bit.
There you go. Give it the Imperial thumbs up. That's an order from Waitrose.
I took it as a polite request.
It's got an exclamation mark. It's an order. It's not a question. GM says, Iron Maiden's B747 Lost Souls Tour kit was and still is very popular. There we go.
Oh, okay.
JT says Carrie Elwes speaking in an American accent is good. Princess Bride and Men in Tights were the only English accents I ever heard him speak. The same is true for Damian Lewis and Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie's very good. Yeah, you're right.
Damian Lewis and Hugh Laurie are both English anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Damian Lewis, I think, is Irish, yeah?
No, he's from London.
Is he?
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan was Irish. Well, he is Irish.
Still is, yeah.
Wait Rose says, good enough reason, thanks gang. Going to get some more done. Yeah.
Cool.
They're nice stickers.
Oh, they're great stickers. Love it.
I can slap it every time. There we go. Slap it on there. Right. So that goes on there like that. Just like that. So just a quick head count. Who else is building this kit? I know Bob is. Is anyone else building it?
Patrick Clark is, I think.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned that he painted the baseboard thing black.
Yes, he did. You're quite right.
I'm always right.
Right wing, maybe.
How dare you?
You did you go full Greta?
How dare you? In a frog hat.
With a He-Man haircut.
Yes.
Mm.
Either He-Man or Jimmy Savile. Nobody's really sure.
But anyway.
I really need to center myself in this bloody desk. There you go. So yeah. What have we got coming up for the rest of the week? We have got the SS Jeep on Thursday, which is going to be our 18 months anniversary of doing 3 veterans. I think we're pretty much just doing odd little bits and starting doing the diorama for them, aren't we?
Yes. Now, I'm going to be, if not missing it totally, I'll certainly be late. On Thursday is my daughter's birthday, so we're all going to a pub and having, drinks and beers and stuff. And on Friday, here's the thing: my daughter has decided, well, she's moving to Adelaide for a few months.
Yeah.
And she asked me earlier.
Can't function without you.
Sorry?
Can't possibly function without you.
No, it's not that. It's just, she's just inherently lazy. She can do stuff. She just doesn't want to get off her backside. But anyway. So she mentioned earlier today that if we're going to, would I like to come? It's a 1,600 kilometre trip.
Your daughter asked you if you'd like to come.
Oh dear. So it's 1,600 odd k's to Adelaide. So she's going to go via Melbourne, and she's asked if I'd join her. So the thing is, if I do that, then I'll miss Thursday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do that, I need to decide because I'll have to book tickets and stuff. And this is information I would have liked to have known earlier.
Yeah, they always leave things to the last minute, don't they?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like everything's in her mind. Like, I said, so what do you want for dinner? Do you want spanakopita or do you want pies? And she just replied with an emoji with eyes looking. I'm just like, so what is it? Which one?
Yeah.
Never got a response. So when I came home with spanakopita, say 40 minutes later, I said, why didn't you reply? I did. And she had a look at her phone. She said, oh, no, I did. I just didn't hit send. Oh, well, you should have known. I'm just like, Jesus, she's pissing me off.
Why do, not to be sexist, but why do women expect men to be mind readers when it comes to stuff like that? Well, you should have known what I liked. I don't know what you want on that particular day, do I?
Anyway.
I like spaghetti bolognese, but it doesn't mean I want my wife to make it every day for me. Every time she asks me if I want food.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll see what happens in the next couple of days. I think I'll think about it tomorrow if I'm going to go to Adelaide. It's I've got some friends there, and
Well, just let us know either way, bud.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay, so those L brackets do actually sit just behind the bonnet. So why they're putting them in afterwards, I don't know.
Sorry, L brackets. You're doing step 37.
Yeah, they actually sit behind.
Right.
The bonnet, I think.
Yeah. Interesting.
I am not sure. What is going on here? David says, just cut some new parts of the sum of the Perspex for the heads up, so now hope to find the originals. Lol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not like that, doesn't it?
Bob says, Bob has stalled due to grasshoppering to some car-based metalworking 2 days on the lathe.
Huh.
Very good. Ian says, I'm trying to find a fluorescent transparent acetate plastic, like those used for nail art, for head-up display units. I look in the range in Hobbycraft so far, they don't have anything close. If you go on Amazon, mate, you can actually get coloured acrylic sheets. Transparent coloured acrylic sheets, because I got blue ones. They are on there. JT says, I see the slogan of giving a thumbs up. I take it as a good thing, but I forget which countries see it as the middle finger. I think it's Italy that sees it that way. I don't know. I don't see it that way, and that's all that matters to me. If I spent my life worrying about offending people from other countries, then I would spend my entire life worrying about it and never get anything done.
Yeah.
Well, thumbs up in the Middle East is a bad thing, apparently, because, obviously the left hand, if you do anything with the left hand, like eat, it's bad because that's their wiping hand.
Yes.
And, so a thumb up with the left hand is seen as, as offensive as you can get to some people in those countries.
It's also because if you raise your right hand, you're showing that you're not armed as well. Or you're not immediately posing a threat to them. Because obviously, right hand, pew-pews. Hand's not on the trigger. Hello. Yeah. JT also says, John, spanakopita or spinach pie. There we go.
Yes, spanakopita, yeah. It's a spinach pie. In fact, it's still in the freezer because she didn't want it. Let me show you it.
Julian says, Ian, what about self-adhesive sheets you can then stick on clear plastic? Good idea. GM says... Oh, sorry, modders, I didn't realise you were working. GM says, John saw on YouTube a model builder working on a RAF F-18A kinetic kit. He had fit problems with the PE gun, sight being too big and fouling the front windscreen. Did you have this problem?
No.
There we go. That was an easy answer.
No, I didn't. There was absolutely no problems with that kit in any way at all. So, yeah.
Because the way you're sat, your nose is just at the top of that line. Then it just looked like you're like,
all right.
like
so that
rolled roach or something.
That's spanakopita.
There we go.
So yeah, Greek spinach and cheese.
Sounds ew. Ian says, "What are they, Julian? That could be what I'm looking for." Julian, What is going on here? I ask myself that every day when I wake up, Mikey. The 3 stages of life: birth, what the hell, and death. Here we go. GM says, Ian Hasegawa did make coloured sheets for this subject. Try finding that now. There you go.
Yeah, they have.
So that glues onto there.
I tend to not put anything on any HUDs I do because they are optically transparent. As in, for the pilot, there is no tinting or discoloration. What shows up in certain light, depends on the sun angle and everything else, is the layer in between 2 sheets of glass, which is the surface that the projection bounces off towards the pilot. So it's not stannic oxide, but it might as well be. And it is transparent, but it can reflect light as a different color, but most of the time you don't see it.
There we go. And that's from someone who used to work on them. So.
Oh yeah, on everything. Yeah, they're on everything except the F-35 and the. So the J model Hercs have them, but the H's and the E's didn't. The Orions didn't have them. Obviously, the Hornet did. F-35 doesn't have a HUD at all. It's all projected on the pilot's helmet visor.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool, to be fair.
Oh, it's incredible. Like, it works so well.
Do you reckon sometimes they look down and go, oh, hi. JT says, Julian, it was the salmon moose. Ew.
Yeah. To quote a certain American president, the plane is literally invisible. I'm just thinking, God, he's never even seen one.
Well, yeah, because it's literally invisible.
God, he was right all along.
Right, I need to find a way of clamping that down.
You mean my Trump comments?
Hey, it could be worse. You could have a Trump haircut like Timmy did yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah, if you looked at the back of his head, it looked like his hair was like grade 2 or something, grade 3, all clean cut. And then the top of his hair was just like it had been plonked on top of his head. Because it's a lot longer, so it was just sticking out sideways if you looked at the back. So it looked like he had a flat wig on top of his normal hair. Julie says, Ian, search Amazon for self-adhesive coloured acetate sheets. They have several. Right, so yeah, those L brackets, John, in step 35.
Yep.
No, not step 35, wrong. Say again.
27?
Step 37. They go on the inside. The bonnet goes on the outside of them. So before you put the bonnet on, put them on.
Okay, so put those 2 on before that goes on.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Good tip. Thank you. Right.
In fact, I'm going to glue the L bracket onto my bonnet because then I can spray them together. JT says, lesson learned, never use CA on clear plastic. The fumes bond to the oils in the fingerprints. Yes, they do.
They do.
Ian says, thanks, Julian, Gary, and John. Writing it down so I don't forget. Good idea, buddy. Jem says, John, I think the guy had placed the gun sight on top of the glass disc, raising the sight up too high. Looking at my kit parts didn't show anything odd. Thanks for the feedback.
Okay.
We are useful.
I haven't got it here, so I can't double check. But I'm at Fighterwell tomorrow, so I'll have a look.
It's nice to feel useful, isn't it? I've got to hold this whilst I wait for it to set, which is slightly annoying.
Mm-hmm. So this is not going to work. Different pair of tweezers.
So at the minute, it just looks like I've frozen.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Not Lola. La la la. La. Ooh. I think it's going to be interesting seeing how these turn out with the different colours. I'm going to have to experiment with the red and the different primers, I think. See which looks better with black primer or grey primer.
Sure. All right. Yep. I'm finding these wheels as fiddly as some of the other parts in the kit.
Ah, yeah. So would you say it might have been an idea to paint them before?
No, because I would have got glue everywhere.
No. Oh, you got to put the spokes on.
No, just it's the inside. It's not. Actually, it does look like a drum brake, doesn't it?
Yes. It would have been a drum brake, just not a very good one.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. It is a drum brake.
Julian says, biggest lie I tell myself, I don't need to write it down, I'll remember it. Yeah, it doesn't often work. Yeah, they were mechanical drum brakes, weren't they? Which is why you have the big lever on the side, because mechanical brakes are crap.
Uh-huh.
It's also why we have hand brakes. JT says, at the risk of historic sacrilege, could you make the Omnibus into a hot rod? I could see it souped up. They probably did make B types into stuff like that. I know they made them into anti-aircraft guns, and they were very good for stuff like that. JT says, Julian, I never write it down and I never remember. Lol. Trevor says, I have found that the best undercoat for red is pink. Yeah.
Yep. Squid pink.
Yeah.
I think that's what made this red so bright.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I'm going to have an experiment, I think, because I haven't got pink primer. You can get it, but I haven't got it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to see.
Okay. So wheels are done. So look for what to do next. I think I might move across to the spray booth. Paint the bonnet and all the other bits before I put them on.
There we go. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. Jem says, I haven't started the Hornet kit yet, so I was unsure if there was a problem to be aware of. The Kinetic F-16 canopy, I've added rear slots into the deck to allow canopy open and closed easily. Ooh, cool. Panel, reference spraying. Kara just told me he used to work in a garage and they left the spray painting booth on after finishing to dry it and keep drawing the smell away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, if you're using spray cans, it'll smell for 24 hours whilst it cures.
Yeah, it does absolutely stink.
Don't forget there's a difference between rattle cans and not proper spraying. Or normal spraying. The paints are different. Ooh.
Hey.
One of Kaylee's anniversary presents is now out for delivery. So what time will it be getting delivered? Oh no, that's gone by Royal Mail. So that'll be here next month.
Yeah. So I ordered over a week ago. I ordered some.
Between 2 and 4. Cool.
Ordered some. What do they call it? Permagrit files for the Victory, and I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
And I put in the tracking number they've given me, and it's not on the system. They're saying, no. So I'm just like, what's going on? Well, it disappeared.
Right. Do you know what? That does look pretty cool, that engine.
So how's the fit of the bonnet? Is it?
It's pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a little fiddly, but it's a pretty good fit.
Very cool. I'm going to put another couple of bits on the... I'm going to do...
It's a lot easier if you glue the middle part and the top and side part together, and then just before it's set, whilst it's still flexible, put it into position, because there's no way of lining the bits up otherwise. There's just like one lug in the middle at the top, and that's it.
Okay.
So I would say line it up and then just hold it in place like that.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll get to that.
Yeah. Trevor says, use grey then spray pink over the top. Yeah, I think that's what I'll probably end up doing. Oh. Hey. This is fun. He says, rock hands will cause +2. Yes, they will. Aha, got you. JT says, there was a nasty paint that stank. The paint was good, but the fumes were terrible. Flockwell was the brand, had petroleum distillates, and was bad on plastic, no longer made. Yeah.
I got to it before you did.
JT says, when you guys talk about fit, I think the one I often have in putting it together. Oh, pardon me. But I am enjoying this build. So, do I like the idea of having the engine on display?
Would you have just one side open or both?
That's what I'm looking at now.
Because I don't think, because it folds over,
Yeah.
you could only have one side open, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, you can only have one side open on it anyway, which is the side with the number plate on it, the chassis plate on it.
You sure?
Yeah. Because you only get one side. And they lean slightly past center, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Which would have been really annoying if you were trying to work on the engine. Patrick says, I'm going to glue all the parts together first and have it so that I can take it off in one piece. Yes.
That's a good idea too.
And Ian says, laughing at JT. There we go. We've got 20 people watching, which is excellent for a Tuesday. Don't forget to lube and subscribe. Right. Left. 27.
Yes.
Another thing I would say is when you're doing the bonnets, John, you know the bits where the hinges are?
Yes.
Make sure you clean them up properly, otherwise they don't fit together very well.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think this is the trick with MiniArt kits. They're not complicated to build, or not difficult to build, as long as you take the time to prep everything before you put it together.
Yeah. I mean, there's next to no flash, but yeah, you do need to, because, yeah, they are extremely well detailed. And I think, yeah, you need to take time getting rid of any seams, lines, or anything at all. But All for the best.
Yes, all for the best and the best of all possible worlds, as Voltaire said. All is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. Is in Candide,
Right.
I think. I've always wanted to read that. I think that'd be an interesting book.
What?
Candide.
Hmm.
It's a book by Voltaire.
Okay. Jump across to the. Ooh.
I'd obviously have to read the translation because I couldn't read the French one.
Well, yeah.
I could understand bits of it, but not the whole book. And that kind of spoils the fun.
All right.
Ooh, chat's gone nice and quiet. Well, not nice and quiet, but it's gone quiet. Ooh, that might come off, actually. I need some way of fixing that together. Or holding it together. Nope, not going to be wide enough. I've got any clamps that are wide enough. Yikes. Have, but they might be too strong. Yep, too strong. Yikes. So strong it's broke itself.
Oh.
Well, that's no bloody use. There you go.
Oops. Camera fell. Let's try that again.
JT says, we all have had those sessions when we went to run for the pub or have a voodoo doll for the creators of the kits we do. I found the threat of shelving a model makes it behave. I don't think I've ever had a kit that's made me want to do that, to be honest. To be honest. Julian says, if I recall correctly, Candide was the code book in one of the Sharp books, Mikey. I remember Simerson calling it Candidi. Yes, it was. Quite right. JT says some models are great, but others are a problem child. Yeah. It's all about patience and taking your time. And enjoying the experience. Get that out of the way because it keeps coming off and it's annoying me. Right. Now, how far back does that need to go? Patrick says, I move fiddly detail builds. So for me, this is a mojo build. Oh, I love fiddly detail builds. I imagine that says. But yeah.
Haven't built anything like super detailed yet.
No.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, there you go. He meant love. He did mean love. Love. Da-da. BA26. Which is nowhere to be seen. Because I'm on A56. Right. Which is that one. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Gem, these kinetic F-16 kits have a lot of parts from different versions. A steady read through with written notes on the instructions sheet being a thing, I think, a must-do, as just remembering it won't work. Correct. Should always read through the instructions and make any notes about anything you need to change or options you want. Otherwise, you'll get confused, and by the time it comes to painting it and things like that, you'll do the wrong schemes or you'll get muddled up which one you were trying to do. Why am I so zoomed in? There we go. JT says, Mike. Oh,
sorry, you go.
No, go for it.
Jason,
you go for it.
JT says, Mikey, this is about patience. You do feel it to an extent, and then looking for lost parts. Funny how when you get frustrated and walk away, the build goes better where the head is clearer. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
And this hobby has a really good way of just waiting until you're ready for it. Like things, everything will just wait patiently on a bench or in a box.
Yeah. It's like that World War I tank. I still need to weather that. But it's quite happy sat there on the shelf.
Sorry, the Yamaha one?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't put any weathering on the Hanamag ambulance half track yet either. I really should just finish that one.
Yeah, I don't think I have, to be honest. But it was in the desert, so all you'd be doing is putting a desert wash on it.
Yeah, I know. So, but yeah, mine. I went for the grey one.
Oh yes, you did. Of course.
We do have our local club. The theme build this year is anything German, so I should throw that into it, but I haven't.
Anything German.
Yeah.
Someone's going to make a model flag, aren't they? And it's going to be John. Let's face it.
Yeah.
JT says, I cannot tell you how many times I've assembled something reversed myself. What gets me is knowing the part is wrong, but if the part is hidden, I don't care.
I've never put anything on backwards.
No. Of course not.
Not at all.
No. He would never do such silly things. Apparently my English has all gone to pot. I can't even revert to Welsh anymore. I am losing the power of speech. What's going on?
I'm losing the power of talking.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's a git?
I said right.
Oh. I thought you said wheat.
No. No.
Okay, so that's all you're going to go to there. Alrighty then.
Right.
Now, the question is, do I want to paint the inside of the bonnet? If I do it like that, I'm going to have to. Oh, there's another point. I'm going to have to paint the inside of the bonnet, aren't I?
If you're going to have it open, yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay. I can live with that. I can work with it. Yeah. Okay. Jem says, Our Korean model group got into an argument about placement of sensors. I went and filmed a walk around an aircraft and then showed the club. Very, very quiet they were.
Yeah.
You do tend to get the people in clubs that think, oh no, I know everything about that.
Well, in some cases they do. Look, let's face it. So, there's many people that know a lot more about a lot of things that I know nothing about, and good on them.
Yeah, but I mean, people have never been near the aircraft or vehicle think they know everything about it, and then they argue with people that have actually worked on it.
Yeah, that has.
And it's only when you show them videos and stuff that they'll actually accept they were wrong. Patrick says, nice, Gary. That worked. JT says, if you guys go to meets, do you bring a fly swatter for people who touch or pick up your models during ignoring the signs? Anxiety level for me, 2000. No.
Oh. So if I go to the model club, I have no problems with anybody sort of getting amongst anything that I've got because, they all know how to pick them up and everything else. I don't tend to enter shows or have them on display in public where people can reach them. So it's never really been a thing for me that I can remember.
Yeah, it's not really been a thing for me. Took one once, and one of them got broken, but I was like, nah. One kid tried to put one in his pocket. And the woman that was running stall shouted at him. And he pooped himself and put it back. He says, I just finished my entry for the club theme build 5 minutes ago. It's all packed up for a drive to the club.
Wonderful.
Ian's done the flag then.
Well, the fact is, like, I'm not even sure now if I'm going to be able to make the meeting because if Leah wants me to go to Adelaide with her, it depends. I need to make plans.
You need to learn to be decisive.
Well, the whole thing, like, it's going to cost me hundreds of dollars. Like,
What?
Airfare to fly back. I can't drive back.
Well, no.
I can't walk. It's 1,300 Ks. 1,600 Ks.
See, my answer would be, yeah, can't afford that. You chose to go, you go.
Yeah.
I'm not spending hundreds of dollars just so you feel a bit better about yourself. So you're not lonely on the trip. Julian says, Nodge says, I would never put anything on backwards, thus proving I've fallen through a tear in space and time. And this is an alternative universe.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's a lie, a dirty stinking lie.
Joe says, since tomorrow is a live stream day off, I will drive to New Orleans, mow wife's elderly aunt's grass, then lose some golf balls at City Park. Nice. I think it's yes, next Wednesday we've got the members live stream as well. So that'll be for people with corporals level membership or corporal level membership. Basically, it's a corporals club. We sit chat about the channel. You get to have your say on things and give your input, and it's a lot more relaxed than it is on here. JT says, GM, rivet counting is obnoxious. People know nothing about something people care little about anyway. Touching models is here in the USA.
It's just common courtesy not to touch someone's model at a show, especially if it's a competition piece.
Yeah. Don't touch what you're not buying. What we were always taught. If it's not yours, don't touch it unless you're buying it. Or if you're prepared to buy it, if you break it. Oh, actually, that's going to look pretty cool with the bonnet up, looking at that. Whilst that's drying, might put the exhaust together.
I don't know what colour to do the rims.
The rims on
Yeah,
your boat.
Yeah.
Cream alloy colour.
Because I've got the
chrome.
little chromey bits on to go on.
Yeah. Have a look at some photos from the film. See what colour his wheels were. Or its wheels were, should I say.
Yeah. Don't forget this is the M4H version. So it'll be slightly different.
Well, in that case,
Right.
why
Obviously-
not do blue and yellow? Blue and red. See? Doing blue and red. Right colours. Yeah.
Because obviously the inside of the actual Herbie, if I remember right, is black. Obviously this is bright red.
So maybe do blue rims. Ooh, electric blue.
Ooh, I do have electric blue.
That would look sweet.
That is electric blue.
There we go.
I will give it a try. If I don't like it, I can always cover it up. I'll just do the one and then.
Exactly. Or you could do it dark blue.
Could do.
Patrick says body colour.
So white.
Well, Herbie's like a creamy colour, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's a car. Stop anthropomorphizing. Red bed there.
I don't think I've got a cream colour. The closest to it is pale sand. I've got an off-white though.
Off-white would be about right. Or bone colour.
It doesn't.
Off-white would do it. Because they used off-white for the doors for that Jag Panther. It's about the right colour.
White.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be easier to spray than the white.
I don't spray.
Oh, yes, there is that.
I don't own.
JT says people need to appreciate the work someone did, the experience of the kit. That is important. People are rude here in the US with that. Usually it's a kid with a nasty parents. Yeah. The problem is in the US, you never know if they got a bloody gun on them or something. GM says, with there now being 7 versions of F-16, even I wasn't sure. I have seen modelers arguing with staff on an airfield about parts, dueling pistols. Anyway. King of the Heathen says, I think rivet counting is one reason manufacturers put fractions of a millimeter in dimensions. Otherwise, rivet counters would whine to scale it should be, etc. Yeah, they do. You're right. Patrick says, I think from memory the wheels were on backwards. Julian says, skeleton horde with a touch of white tiff.
I don't have skeleton horde.
Off-white would do.
Yeah.
There we go. JT says, we had a model railroad exhibit and a kid had a tantrum destroying it. Hard to put a price on that, and people here in the US lack that respect for someone's work. Yeah, that would have been a case of, if you don't get your kid away now, I'm going to beat the living crap out of it. I'm going to literally drop kick it through that wall. Patrick, as in the inside out. Obviously, I would never actually do that, but that's how I would feel.
Yeah, I'd be gutted if someone ruined something I'd spent hours doing.
Yeah, you'd be furious, wouldn't you?
What's going on?
I think I'd actually cry.
I'm going off headset for a sec.
Alrighty then.
Hey, look.
That's one.
Let's try the blue. Said going off headset, but we can still hear him. And I'm pretty sure you was almost just singing there.
I think he is singing to himself.
Yes. I'm just going to mute him.
Yes. Yeah. Patrick says, as in the inside of the wheels are out. That makes sense.
We'd already read that one.
Jem says, Patrick Clark, the wheels were correct. It was the aircraft that was backwards. I think he's on about Herbie.
Yeah.
JT says, all correspondence complaints to Bearded Veteran Creates at
No.
Gary
Scale
stuff.
Modelling Twins.
Yes.
It's John that's singing. So it's Scale Modelling Twins.
Scale Modeling Twins at gmail.com.
Is he back?
I'm back.
He's back.
You didn't mute and you were singing.
I deny that.
It's all right.
Yeah,
We've told people where to send a complaint.
Very good. It's Gary Evans at Yahoo.
No, it's Scale Modeling Twins at gmail.com. Julie says, Mikey, you could say to the child, would you like to have a game of play school? You would? Oh, good. Pick a window. You're leaving. Would you like a free flying lesson? I see what it means. The TV program Play School. I think it was. Right. Even the brackets for the exhaust are detailed. Oh, come on. There we go.
I don't know. So I had bought red, brown, and olive green for the Yoke Panther. Do you reckon I could find them?
JT says, giving Nodge a nudge. JT says, in the US we called it a romper room. That is something very different over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, have you seen that Bonnie Blue is going around the country in her van that's actually got the Bonnie Blue's bang bus on the side?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's parking up in different places with a megaphone, like McDonald's car parks and stuff, and sitting there with a megaphone saying, freshers getting for free.
Jesus Christ.
So that's how she's making her content. She called it the Bang Van or something. And it's literally painted on the side of the van. And she's driving it around.
People have no shame these days.
No.
I wouldn't even dream of it.
No. We have a new person. Or a new commenter. Patrick says, I was thinking Hull Red for my bus wheels. Yeah, Hull Red would be a nice colour. JPC says, evening, morning, folks, don't get to watch during work. So, long-time watcher, first-time commenter. Nice. Welcome.
Very welcome.
I am thinking of maybe starting doing the members' lives on an evening.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if Mr. Morris would be able to manage it. I know John wouldn't. Because it would be in the middle of the night. Neither would Tim or Duke. This is the problem. It's balancing it.
Yeah.
What do people think? What do the membership think? Let me know in the members channel on Discord. JT says, Patrick, a psychedelic hubus. Ooh. June says, yes, I forgot you're too young, Mikey. At the beginning of Play School, they had a house and always went through one of the windows to watch the episode. Oh. Could they not use a door? Oh, there's PE to put on this as well, which probably should have been put on beforehand.
The exhaust pipe, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I should get away with it.
I'm going to say if I'm going to do the electric blue,
Mm-hmm.
what I'll do is I'll do the stripe along with the red one in electric blue as well.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
I do have them sometimes.
Mm. We've got 8 minutes left.
Is that it?
Excuse me.
JT says, by the way, Mikey, I shared the Iron Maiden safety PSA in Discord. Hope you like it. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it's wonderful. Gosh darn it. Trying to get the PA out of this bloody envelope is annoying. There we go.
It might be worth popping it in a different
Oh my giddy ants.
thingy. Is it bent? Or are they tiny?
It's how thin the bloody PE part is. It's not even worth putting it on, I don't think. But hey, we do things properly here at Beard the Veteran Creates. So let's give it a go. We do things properly, my ass.
Yes.
I'm just about to say.
My Aris.
On your backside.
Yes. Oh. Right.
You know, no swearing.
We'll give it a damn good try anyway.
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. Oh, pardon me.
There we go. There's one of them painted blue.
Oh, that's cool. Julian says, welcome to the Madhouse, JPC. Straight jackets to the left, meds to the right. And don't touch the crayons. There's Mikey's. Thank you, buddy. I'm not a Royal Marine. Ian says, also shared the Vinnie Jones CPR video that Julian... Do you know what? That was only shown in about 12 times on telly, if that. But everyone in the UK remembers it. Or everyone that was around at the time remembers it. Well, it's a very good video. Very good advert. Yeah, that's hardly worth putting on.
The exhaust? Or the PE for the exhaust?
PE on the exhaust. It's literally just a ring that goes around the outside on each end. It's not even a particularly thick ring. Oh, this is getting worse by the minute. Ian says, I've just said that one.
I know.
Joe says, on September 16th here in Mississippi, it's Judas Priest and Alice Cooper. Very good. Sounds like a fun day out. JT says, fun seeing you guys work and realizing I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cereal with a crazy bird in the commercial here.
So we have Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
We have Sugar Puffs.
Yeah.
Mikey.
What? I didn't say anything.
It's that laugh. You have a right filthy laugh.
A right filthy laugh, man. Jem says, Julian, you've got crayons? Yeah. We just don't let him sharpen them. Joe says, Alice, lovely young lady. Sorry, Julian, I didn't mean to offend you then, mate. if I did. Of course, we let him sharpen the crayons, but we're not treating him like a child. We're just implying that he plays with crayons. 2 secs. Right.
I think I have proper art pens.
Hmm.
I
do too.
Wow.
I got watercolor pens and things because I like doing art now and again. I just don't get to do it very often.
Oh yeah, I've got all sorts. I've got paint pens. I've got inks.
Inks is something I need to look at because I need to use them for. It'd be a lot easier to use them for UV resin and stuff when I'm doing the resin.
I see these are drawing inks. Resin
yeah,
ink
any ink will work.
Yeah.
I need a green ink at the minute. Oh yeah, yeah, green ink. JT says, Joe, breaking the law, breaking the law. Yes, good song. Julie says, Jem, well, as I said, they're my keys. Lol. Wait a minute. Jem says, Julian, I've got tubs of Play-Doh. Mmm, tasty. JT says, we all tend to get possessive of crayons. Yes. Especially if they're Crayola. Julian says, Mikey's talking about the thickness of his ring. Watches the number of watches plummet. Dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I actually managed to get that metal ring onto the exhaust.
Ooh.
There's two, you know.
Oh, we have like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, that's why I've not done the other one. Yeah. That's quite cool.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
JT says, non-stop laughter. I love these sessions. Good to know I'm still in step. I'm not sure about the laughter bit. I don't find me that funny. Julie says, I've sharpened my crayons. Rebellious look. Damn you, Julian. Done them at once. So yeah, I did say we'd have at least 2 sessions to get up to that past step 40. Or up to step 40. So yeah.
All right.
So what I will do off camera is I will do the spraying and put in the little bits in the controls and stuff. Ready for next week. So where are you up to, John?
Well,
you've been doing the wheels, haven't you?
All right. No, just I need to bomb out and come back in.
All right. Well, I was going to say we're only doing like 30 seconds. Could have just spoke. Just can't get the stuff. Right. JT says the crayons were built in sharpener. I remember those, Julian. Yes. And John says Crayola 64 crayons. Yes. That's 32 chances for Julian to get it right.
Yeah, I remember those. Are we, John?
We're waiting for John now.
Yeah.
Julian says, I was never allowed those, JT. Not allowed sharp objects for some reason. Sad look. Oh. Can't help but feel sorry for Julian at the thought of seeing him sad. I think your heart would just melt, wouldn't it? You're just like, oh, dude. And it's like, try and give him a big hug. And they'd be like, no, angry man. No, don't touch me. Come on, John. Should we just do the outro now?
Yeah.
Ooh, who is the weatherman?
I was just about to say we've got a wild weatherman in the Discord. If you're watching, please do let us know who you are.
Yes. It's nice to know who people are. Yeah,
it's easier for us to know the YouTube name as well.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah, on your Discord name, I've put your YouTube name and your real name or whatever. So we know who you are, basically. Even if you don't want to use your real name and just want to use your YouTube name and another name, that's fine. Julie says, no, Mikey, the melting is due to the radiation. Ah, Nodge is back. But we're not going to let him in. Oh.
Sorry
about that.
We need to rush it along. I've got a bus to catch.
Yes.
All right. So what have I done? I've painted the wheels. I got them together. Painted them red brown. I painted the exhaust pipe and the little brass honker.
Okay.
And that's it. All right. Bye.
Okay. Do you reckon you could get up to the end of step 38 by next week?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Right. Well, that's what we'll do then.
All right.
So we'll get up to there. If I mark that off before I forget.
Okay. So what if we say, let's finish the chassis? Like, because the end of step 37, there's 2 or 3 bits on before we do the cab.
Well, yeah. Good point. Oh, crap, yeah. I forgot.
Because all that remains there is putting on the exhaust pipe, putting on that probably handbrake cable, and making up some headlights you don't put on until the very end of the build. But it moves on to building up the cabin and the coachwork.
So end of 37 then, you're saying?
Let's just finish the chassis.
The whole chassis, so up to end number 40.
Yeah, so for me, that's about 6 pieces, like the bonnet, and that's it. Putting on 2 or 3 pieces, and
okay,
yeah, and then
we'll
the chassis will
then
be complete. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is halfway through the book too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is 8 episodes so far. Do you reckon there could be 16?
Yeah.
16 to 20.
Oh, we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah, because we haven't painted it or anything at all. But you know what? I should have done the forest initial while I had the brass cut. Oh well.
Ddim siarad.
Muting.
Right. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Right. We'll be back tomorrow. No, Thursday. John may not be. Me and Mr. Morris definitely will. Modders will in the background. Doing the SAS Jeep. 12 till 2. Hwyl fawr for now.
Hooray.